Alright, so here's the tea. Rashad McCants just dropped a brand new trailer, and people are already losing their minds over it for one very specific reason. Kenyon Martin is in it. He posted this thing on his own page earlier today, and at first glance, you might scroll right past it. Just another clip, right? Wrong, because once you connect it to everything that's been simmering in the background, the drama with Gilbert Arenas, the comments Suge made about McCants, and the whispers that Kenyon's been talking behind Gilbert's back ever since their falling out, suddenly this just a trailer starts looking a whole lot more like a setup for something bigger. So before we decode what this new clip could mean, let's rewind a second and go back to where all this drama started.
I tell you everything them niggas was saying while you wasn't there, Gil. There was a lot of snickering going on. I recorded some of that shit too, man. I tell you. You know how I am. You know my phone full of shit. God damn it. I kept meaning to wear my goddamn recording glasses.
And get this, even before the McCants trailer dropped, there was already something brewing that caught people's attention. Remember that live stream during Game 1 of the NBA Finals? Gilbert Arenas was on there, and at one point he called up Nick Young to wish him happy birthday, right in the middle of the broadcast. You could see Gil vibing with Brandon Jennings, chopping it up with Nick Young too. Normal energy, nothing off about it. But then his interaction with Rashad McCants, that one felt different, off. Like something was already going on between them by then. Because remember, tensions were already up.
Man!
We wanted to say happy birthday, man.
Oh, man, happy birthday. Thank you. That's what you called for? Thank you, man.
Happy birthday, brother. Hey, man, I didn't get invited.
It's like that.
So I'm just saying.
Hey, man, turn that shit off, man. What the fuck is we doing, B? Turn that shit off, man. Turn that shit off, man. Turn that shit off, man, while I pour water on the floor.
What's up, man?
What's up, baby? What's up? Why you got all that?
And look, I'm not gonna sit here and rehash the whole back and forth because let's be real, most of you already saw how that played out over the last few months, and honestly, it's died down at this point anyway. But here's what a lot of people are still expecting. They think Rashad McCants is eventually going to pop up on Gilbert's Arena show once it actually kicks off. Whether that's this month, the end of the month, early next month, whenever it lands, that expectation is still out there. But then today, McCants goes and drops this on his X profile. So let's take a look at what he posted.
You weak.
Program, nigga.
Mock the wise, mock the weak, mock the prophesize till they see that beast of me unleash. I got 'em petrified. Godless pride got inside of my conscious mind. Then I turn that water into wine. Nigga, press rewind. Breaking records, breaking bread, then I break her back. Shack attack, I just flip some twins like an acrobat. Matter of fact, marble floors in my Cadillac. Cabbage patch, let her stack some green in my habitat. Acapella, let my screams through my...
Now, here's the part that really got my attention. Think back for a second. Some of the wildest, most clipped, most shared moments to ever come out of Gilbert's Arena, 9 times out of 10, it was Kenyon Martin and Rashad McCants going head to head. That chemistry was undeniable. So it's honestly not surprising that these two looked at that dynamic and thought, why are we giving this energy away for free on somebody else's show when we could just build our own thing around it? And let's be real, this is entertainment at the end of the day. If you're trying to launch a podcast and actually get it to hit, you need that unpredictable, slightly chaotic energy that makes people stop scrolling. That's the stuff that turns into clips, turns into arguments in the comments, turns into "did you see what he said" texts. And when it comes to going viral, Rashad has already proven he doesn't even need his own platform to do it. Remember when he casually said he could drop Kobe's 81 points on a stage? That wasn't even on his show. That was on Out the Mud, and it still blew up everywhere. That's kind of just who he is. He shows up, says something bold, mixes in legit sports knowledge, and lets the internet do the rest. He's a natural contrarian, and contrarians make good television, whether people admit it or not. Now put him next to Kenyon Martin, who, let's be honest, has never once in his life been afraid to say exactly what's on his mind. On paper, that's a combination that could genuinely work. But here's where I start raising an eyebrow a little. How exactly are they planning to structure a whole show around just the two of them? Is it literally going to be Kenyon and Rashad one-on-one every episode? Or are they bringing in a third voice, a moderator, someone to referee, someone to balance things out? Because if we're being honest with ourselves, part of why Gilbert's Arena worked as well as it did was because there was a third piece in the mix keeping things from tipping over. Without that balance, you have to wonder if two big personalities going at it constantly ends up feeling more exhausting than entertaining after a few episodes. And now, this is where it gets juicy, let's bring Gilbert back into the conversation. Because you can't talk about this trailer without talking about the elephant in the room. Remember what Suj said specifically about Kenyon and everything that came with that whole situation? And on top of that, we already know McCants has had his own tension with Gilbert in the past. So now I'm sitting here connecting dots and wondering, did any of that stuff actually make its way back to Gilbert? Because we know he's seen the same things we've seen. It's not like this was some hidden conversation. So the real question isn't whether he saw it, it's whether he actually looked into it and found something to it, or whether this was just one of those classic situations where everybody quietly nodded, smiled, and went their separate ways without any real explanation. Because that's usually how these things go, right? Nobody comes out and says, we fell out because of this specific thing. It's always vague. It's always, we just grew apart, or things ran their course. But then a trailer like this drops, and suddenly people start piecing together timelines and wondering if there's more to the story than what's being said publicly. So that's where things stand for now. This trailer might just be a trailer, or it might be the first real sign that something bigger is being built behind the scenes involving Kenyon, Rashad, and possibly even more fallout from the Gilbert situation than we originally thought. Either way, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. Are you actually rocking with the idea of a Kenyon Martin and Rashad McCants show? Do you think the two of them alone can carry a full episode without it either getting repetitive or turning into chaos? Or do you think they need a third person in there to keep the balance, the way Gilbert's show had? And here's a fun one for you. If you could pick anybody to sit on that couch with Kenyon and Rashad, who would you want it to be? Drop that name below. I really want to see what you guys come up with. As always, make sure you like the video, share it with somebody who's going to have an opinion on this, and subscribe if you haven't already, because there's clearly a lot more to this story that's about to unfold. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.